So, hello everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? How's your day going? How's everything for you? I want to first of all welcome everyone here tonight, and it's so nice to have everyone here. And I cannot wait for us to, get into everything that I have prepared for you. It's going to be an amazing session tonight, and I can't wait. Personally, I can't wait to start to share everything that I have in store for you. Right. So if you are not here, you are missing out. Right. If you're not here, you are missing out. So let's know where everyone is watching from. I'm really excited to have you here. So just let me know in the comment section if my audio is good, if my sound is good, and if you can see me clearly as well. So and yeah, let me know if you can see me clearly so that you don't miss out on anything tonight, because I have a lot of things to show you. I have a lot of things to open your eyes to, right? So that you are aware of a lot of things. And I can't wait. Yeah, in a few minutes we'll be getting into the main thing, right? So let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me clearly? Can you see me as well? So let me know in the comment section. All right. Also, I would like to know where everyone is watching from. Let's just have a bit of intro with a few minutes, right? A few minutes. Just let me know your name and your location in the comment section while we wait for others to join us, right? So let me know. Okay. Nee is watching from Abeokuta. Christopher is watching from Port Harcourt City. All right. Wale is watching from Ibadan. Okay. Kazim says everything is fine. Wonderful. We thank God for that. Joshua says we're good to go. Chinonso is watching from Lagos. Dakpo is watching from. Oh, Dakpo says my audio is clear, right? Yinka is watching from Lagos as well. Casimir is watching from Enugu State. Joshua is watching from Benin City. Jimo is watching from Ilorin, Kwara State. Okay, wonderful. Ijoma is watching from Lagos. Aruma is watching from Lagos as well. We also have Grace watching from Uyo. All right, we have Samuel watching from Abeokuta. Abraham is watching from Delta State. Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad you could make it here tonight, because I promise you, you're not going to regret joining this webinar tonight. It promises to be an amazing session tonight. In fact, if you don't have a writing pad, if you don't have a pen close to you, you will miss out a lot. So make sure you have a writing pad, a pen, so that you can, follow me as I'm going. So before we get into the webinar, I just want to know what has been your experience, trying to relocate, trying to japa, right? Have you applied for a visa before? How has it been for you? Just let me know how has it been for you. Okay, Taya is watching from Ife. Wilson is watching from Delta State. Rukaya is watching from Lagos. Okay. Let me know. What has been your experience? Have you applied for a visa before? Have you tried to relocate outside Nigeria before? Just let me know what's your travel history so far. Is this your first time? If it's your first time, let me know as well, right? And whether you're a first timer, whether you have applied before, whether you have travel history or not, this is the right place to be today, because I'm going to be sharing a lot of things. I promise you, in fact, after this webinar, you might not need to attend any other webinar again, because in fact, this webinar is going to cover a lot of things for you. Okay, Josiah says this is his first time. Okay, that's okay. Focus, I don't know if I can call you Focus, but Focus says this is his first time as well. So you don't have anything to worry about, right? That's the main reason why you are here today, to learn, right? Okay. Kazim has not tried at all. Bolanle is a first timer. Mary is a first timer. Chime is a first timer as well. Okay, like we said, if you're a first timer, still good, right? Because you're going to learn a lot of things, and it will make you informed, right? So that when you even want to apply as a first timer, you have a lot of information for yourself, so that you're not clueless as to what you're going to do, what you're not going to do, right? So that being said, let's get right into it. I'm going to be sharing my slide because I have written down a lot of things for you. So I'm going to be sharing my slide with you. So just let me know if you can see it. Let me know if you can see it. We are getting into the main thing right now. So welcome guys. In this free training tonight, I'm going to reveal to you the exact method I showed Mr. Ken that got him a full-time job in Canada while he was still in Nigeria, and how you can do the same and finally japa either by yourself or with your family within the next 6 to 12 months using these hidden routes no one else is talking about. Now, with this method, you won't even have to bother about paying millions of naira or thousands of dollars on tuition fees, or having to deal with, schoolwork, projects, assignments, etc. When all you simply want is a job that will help you and your family relocate with the aim of becoming a permanent resident and a Canadian citizen as the end goal. Now, if you are excited about learning about this amazing opportunity that can get you to Canada within the next 6 to 12 months, type "I'm ready" in the comment section. If you are excited to learn of this amazing opportunity that can get you to Canada within the next 6 to 12 months, just type "I'm ready" in the comment section. Let me know who is ready for me tonight. Just type "I'm ready" in the comment section. All right, let's go. So in this training, we are going to cover 4 things, right? We're going to cover 4 things. So make sure you're paying attention. The first thing we're going to cover is you will learn 5 substitute pathways to relocate to Canada through the work route instead of going to spend millions in tuition fees, especially if you can't afford to. Now, the second thing we're going to cover in this training today is that I will be showing you a website where you can find and how to apply for jobs in Canada. Right, a website you are going to find how find jobs in Canada, and also how you can apply for these jobs. The third thing we'll be covering tonight is I will show you why the Canadian government need more foreign workers like you, even more than you need them. I will also give you the opportunity to work with me personally so I can guide you through the entire process, which is really, really exciting. So, whether you decide you need my help or not, one thing I can assure you for a fact is that you will be getting massive value from this training, and you will leave this training learning new things that you never knew about before. Now, before we move into all this juicy stuff that I have promised you, I need to be clear who this training is for, so that you can see for yourself if you qualify, and if you don't qualify, you can easily leave the training so you don't waste your time. Now, who is this training for? So this training is for you if your sole aim is to relocate to Canada because you want to work and provide for yourself as a single person, or for your family in a better environment without having to bother about the high mental and financial demands required to study in Canada. And secondly, this training is for you if you are a single person who wants to relocate to Canada. The training is also for you if you want to relocate with your family. This training is also for you if you struggle to score high in your IELTS exams. This training is for people within the ages of 22 and above, as long as you are fit to work. This training is also for you if you have just your SSC, NCE, diploma, BSc, and the rest. Of course, if you also have higher qualifications. And also, this training is for you if it's your goal to become a permanent resident or a citizen in Canada. This training is for you if you have as little as 1 year work experience in your field, or if you have no work experience at all. So this training is also for you if you can't afford the high proof of funds that you need to apply through the express entry program or the study route. Lastly, this training is for you if you are struggling to meet up with your CRS score for the express entry. So now, who is this training not for? This training is not for people who want to sleep and wake up magically in Canada. We don't perform magic here. This training is not for you. This training is not for people who can't afford basic things like getting your passport, doing your police report, like just some relevant things to your application that you're supposed to cover yourself, maybe even doing your IELTS and the rest, right? So because relocating to Canada requires you to have some sort of money for yourself, even though you get a sponsored job, right? So this training is not for people who are not action takers. So if you're not willing to put in the work, apply for jobs, do research and all that, then this won't work for you. So this training is also not for people who already think that everything on planet Earth is a scam. I'm not here to convince anybody what is a scam and what's not a scam. So if you already think that, oh, this one is just here to scam people, just leave the webinar right now. There's no need to waste your time. Also, this training is not for people who give up quickly. Because if we are being honest, relocating to Canada through the work route takes due process, which you must follow diligently. So if you are not willing to put in the work, if you don't have patience, then there's no need to start because it won't work for you. Now that we know who this training is for and who it isn't for, now let's get right into the main thing that we are here for. So, as we all know, Nigeria's current economy is a joke. The last 8 years have been a living hell in this country, and the next 8 years, if care is not taken, will be hellfire as well. Now, at this point, it's only Jesus that can come and rule Nigeria, that things will change instantly. And we know Jesus won't come down to rule. So, whoever comes to rule Nigeria, as we all know, things won't change overnight. It will still take a long time. Now, this is how our economy has been retrogressing for the last 8 years. It has just been going down, 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 right? Never coming up. So when Buhari said from top to bottom, it's very clear that he meant it. The price of things in the market have quadrupled, right? Times four. Everything has increased times four. Our security system has failed because the people that ought to even protect the citizens, they are the ones killing them, stealing from them, right? People's family members just go missing without trace because the police themselves have allegedly killed them. We all remember what happened during NSAS, right? And the naira has fallen so terribly that it has resulted in high rates of inflation. We all know how the dollar keeps going up, right? 8 months of ASU strike. People who ought to be like people that ought to finish school in like 4 years, they'll be in school for 5, 6, 7 years. There's somebody I know that has been in final year in Unilag for the last 3 years. Person has been in final year, right? And that's so ridiculous. And this suffering has been going on for the past 8 to 12 years now. And like I said, it's only Jesus that will come and rule Nigeria, that things will change overnight. And we all know that's not going to happen. So it will still take a long time for things to start becoming better. So I totally understand why, if most people have their way, they just want to jackpot, right? They just want to jackpot because everyone is tired and there is no guarantee that things will get better. So be rest assured that it's okay if you want to relocate to a country that is safe. That's totally fine. It's okay if you want to relocate to a country where there is little to no police brutality. It's also okay if you want to go to a country where you don't have to experience bad roads and terrible traffic every single day. It's okay if you want to experience 247 electricity. It's very normal because some people will live a lifetime, their whole life without seeing 247 electricity for an entire month in Nigeria. Is that bad? So it's also okay if you want a better job and a better education. It's okay if you want your children not to struggle in Nigeria like you did. Suffering is not for everyone. It's also okay if you want them to grow up in a sane environment. All your reasons are 100% valid. Very normal, because everything I just even mentioned now, they're not ridiculous expectations, right? They are basic necessities of life that we have now turned them into prayer points in Nigeria. So even when I took a vacation to Rwanda, they had, like, Rwanda is like an African country that I won't call them small because the level they are now, they are bigger than Nigeria in my books. But they had all these basic things figured out. So let no one discourage you about relocating if that's what you really want to do, because we only have one life to live and we must live it to the fullest and do what you want. Now, this is Pastor Adeyemi, who is the pastor of Daystar, right? Some of us know him. He has moved to the US, right? He moved to the US at a point, right? He's the one that preaches that Nigeria will get better. And of course, everybody wants Nigeria to get better, but he still left his big churches in Nigeria and moved to the US at some point. And no, I'm not part of the people that will condemn him, that why did you relocate? Why did you leave the country? Because I see no issue with that, right? We all have one life, like I said, and if that's what he wants to do, it's his decision. But my point is simple: he did not let the fact that he was a pastor that owns big churches in Nigeria stop him from fulfilling his dreams. So you should not let anybody discourage you if this is your dream as well. And if it's not your dream to relocate to Canada, don't let anybody tell you what to do, right? But I know for a fact that it's your dream of relocating, and that's exactly why you are here right now. So, I know you must be wondering, who am I and how do I even qualify to talk to you about relocating to Canada? So my name is Anthony Chika, the founder of Chika's Consults, which is an online-based travel consulting brand where I advise and guide people on the best ways to relocate using the most affordable options available. Now, I graduated from the Universal School of Aviation in Abuja, where I studied travel agency management, and I came out as one of the best students, which made me a certified travel expert. So after my studies, I moved to Lagos, where I became an intern for one of the biggest travel agencies in Nigeria, and I eventually got a full-time job there. So with my experience working with a travel company, I was able to help a lot of people relocate to Canada successfully, right? And working in a travel company really exposed me to a lot of practical stuff, which I'm thankful for. But I eventually had to leave the travel agency I worked with because I saw an opportunity to help people who can't afford the fees being charged by travel agencies, right? Because I saw a lot of serious people give up on the entire process of relocating to Canada because of the fees travel agencies charge. And this prompted me to start teaching and educating these kind of people on how to do the entire relocation process themselves without having to pay over 500K to a travel agent for something they can do themselves with the proper guidance. So I started teaching this process on how to relocate by yourself towards the end of last year. And I can tell you that I have personally worked with over 10 people that are guaranteed to land in Canada in the coming months, which is really awesome. Why? Because they didn't have to pay millions of naira to a travel agent. And I showed them the most affordable options possible to relocate. So before now, I have helped countless of people relocate to Canada, but I did this under the travel agency I worked with. So I can't really share their results, testimonials, and or say anything relating to them in order to avoid a lawsuit from the agency I worked with. Although they were very nice people and I enjoyed my time there, that's the main reason why we have to respect their policies. So moving on, these are three of the common ways to relocate to Canada. Right, these three ways are very common for a lot of people. The first one is the study routes. I think a lot of people already know that one. The second one is the express entry, and lastly, we have the family class sponsorship program. So these three programs are actually good. Don't get me wrong. But still, these three routes have big defects that most people, especially Nigerians, either cannot afford them or find it difficult to meet the requirements. So firstly, let's look at reasons why people find it hard to relocate through the study routes. The first reason why people find it hard is because it requires you to have from 8,000 to 20,000 Canadian dollars per year for your tuition fee alone. And if you convert this to naira, it's around 5.6 million to 40 million naira per year with the current exchange rate. And if you are going for an undergraduate program of 3 or 4 years, you will have to pay this every single year until you complete your program. There's no two ways around it. That's your tuition fee per year. The second reason why people find it hard to relocate through the study route is IELTS. Some people like you need a high IELTS band score, and if you are in a country in like Nigeria that has corrupt examiners who make things hard for you just so that you can keep coming and paying every single time to rewrite the exam, then you're on a roller coaster. Now, it's just like this man who wrote IELTS 32 times. How can somebody write IELTS for 32 times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, till 32, just because he wanted to japa. And if you do the math, as at the time he wrote it, the exam cost 75,000 naira each. 75K. So this man spent over 2.4 million naira for only IELTS. And I know a lot of people who have given up on relocating just because of IELTS. So the third reason why people find it hard to relocate through the study route is that you will need high proof of funds. If you are relocating through the study route as a family of one, you need at least 13,000 Canadian dollars, which is almost 10 million naira. So, and this proof of fund amount can rise up to 31,000 Canadian dollars or more, depending on the size of your family. So this is another reason why people find it hard to relocate through the study route. Now, another reason why people actually, this is one of the reasons actually, right? And this is because you actually need this proof of funds. This proof of fund amount you're seeing there is not just something that you just show for showing sake. You actually need this for yourself, if we are being honest, to pay your bills, especially because you need to pay for accommodation, you need to cater for your living costs, and some other expenses that you will normally encounter when you get to Canada. So it's not something that you can do without, if you are being honest, and it's not like you will be working full time. You won't. So with this, the total cost required for you to relocate to Canada through the study route is from 25 to 51,000 Canadian dollars, which is about 17 to 35 million naira. And this amount depends on the school you are applying to and your family size. Although, if you can afford this amount, if you can afford to, then you can actually apply through the study route because it is very straightforward, right? It's one of the quickest ways to relocate to Canada. But the major issue there is the money involved. And especially since we all know that Nigeria's minimum wage is about 30,000 naira. If you multiply 30K by 12 months, that's like 360K in a year, which is just up to like 500 Canadian dollars. So it does not go anywhere. And even though you are freaking rich and you can afford up to 30 million naira for all the expenses going through the study route, we still cannot rule out the fact that your accounts will feel it. This amount will have a massive effect on your bank account. So moving on, the second popular way we have seen to relocate to Canada is through the Express Entry program. So like I said, a lot of people already know this one as well. And relocating through the Express Entry pool right now is very difficult because as I speak with you, the Express Entry program was reopened post-COVID, that's last year, and there are still close to 50,000 people in the pool. And the current CRS score is 484. And I'm not saying it's impossible to go through the Express Entry. It's possible, but you must be willing to wait for a long time. And also, apart from waiting, you still have to meet the following requirements. First of all, you must be from 18 to 40. So within that age bracket, from 18 to 40. But once you have even crossed 29, age 29, you have started losing points already. And the second requirement you need for the Express Entry is to have at least 1 year full-time work experience in your field within the last 3 years. Your work experience must also be in the top 3 skill levels in Canada, and you must score above band 7 in your English tests, which is your IELTS. This is another requirement, above band 7, which is a high IELTS score, in order for you to increase your CRS score to qualify. The Express Entry also requires you to have high proof of funds, just like the study routes. And then you must be a university graduate and have high academic qualifications, especially if age is not on your side. So with everything happening with the Express Entry program, the requirements, if you meet the requirements, you still have to wait a long time to get your ITA. And I know we all know you want to jackpot as soon as possible. Now, the third way to relocate to Canada, the third popular way, is the family class sponsorship program. So I really, really love this route because it's very straightforward. And for this route to work for you, you must have your child or your parents living in Canada as a permanent resident or as a citizen. So all they have to do is sponsor you to relocate to Canada to join them. And like I said, this route is very straightforward, but you must still have your child or your parents already living in Canada. And I'm not even talking about your cousin, your family friend, your church member, your sister, your sibling, your relations. No, only your child or your parents. But I know this is not the case for 90% of you watching this video right now. So for most people, these 3 routes are already ruled out because they don't qualify one way or the other. Be it because of the high financial needs for the study routes, the competition, the current restrictions of the Express Entry, and lastly, they don't have a relation who is a citizen in Canada that will help them relocate through the family class sponsorship program. But what if there was a way to solve all the issues you currently face with these 3 popular routes I just mentioned now? Well, that's what the 5 unique pathways I'll be sharing in this webinar will help you do without hassles. No need to bother about paying any tuition fee at all. This alone will save you millions of naira already. No need to battle with over 2 million pending applications using the Express Entry pool. And lastly, you don't have to bother about having a family member in Canada, because if you cannot manufacture a family member. Is this not awesome? And I'm not saying that these 5 routes are perfect because, of course, I'm not the IRCC. The IRCC are the ones that create all these immigration programs, study routes, Express Entry, and the rest. They are the ones you apply for your visa to in Canada. But I can tell you for a fact that these 5 routes are more accommodating when you compare them to the other routes and the requirements needed to qualify. These 5 substitute pathways are what informed Nigerians are now using to sneak into Canada legally while also getting a high-paying job, no matter your skill or the kind of job you currently do in Nigeria. Even though you are a cleaner, even though you are a farmer, you are a banker, you are a doctor, you are a writer, and the rest, this route will work for you. As long as the job you do in Nigeria is done in Canada, then it will work for you. So you see, when I started teaching how to relocate to Canada by yourself and the rest, my focus was on showing people how to relocate through the study route. And it was a huge success because a lot of people who I taught towards the end of last year have gained admissions, and some even got scholarships. They'll be moving to Canada this year as well. So here are a few results of the many people so far that will be leaving for Canada in the coming months. Right, this is one person that got an admission and a £5,000 scholarship. He said, his name is Clinton. He said, "Thank you for always telling us to do it ourselves. I made it plus a vice chancellor scholarship. So God be the glory." This is another person, Kunle. He said, this is to notify you that I have gotten my admission into Rowan University, MBA Business Analytics as my concentration. And I also got admission into the University of South Wales, UK. God really used you. I combined my HND with my ND, as you said, and God has done it. This is another person. 2 admissions. Now, this is a third person. His name is Brahma. He said, thanks for your directives. I have gotten my admission in one of the universities in Canada, Cape Breton University. Another person, Chineye, hello, good day. I have just gotten my admission. Thanks a lot for your help. I also got a 2,000 Canadian dollar scholarship. So as you can see, even with all this result, this is even just small. I just thought to show you. I still got constant pressure from my followers, all insisting that they can't afford the study route and all they wanted was to work in Canada. You can even see I had to put some screenshots here so you can see for yourself. One person said, I don't want to study. I just want to go there and work. Please, what's the way forward? Another person said, I want you to get a working visa for me. Another person, I want to work and live in Canada. Just like that, right? A lot of people. This is just few screenshots that I decided to share with you. So this made me go into deep research, and I also consulted some experts in this field in addition to my own experience of helping clients relocate to Canada. Finally, I was able to come up with the best substitute pathways that will help you relocate to Canada, even if you have just SSC, even if you don't have work experience, and even, of course, if you have, there's no age limit. As long as you are 18 and above, you can work. So these pathways are, first of them, we have number 1 on the list, which is the Rural Northern Immigration Pilot Program, which is also called the RNIP. So the RNIP is a community-driven program. What this means is that this program is for people who agree to relocate to specific parts of Canada that are looking for more skilled workers to help them grow their economy. And that's where you come in, right? So there are some communities under this program, right? And you must choose one of them to relocate to. So the requirements for this program are straightforward. First, you have to get a job with an employer in one of the participating communities. That particular community that you are interested in, you have to get a job there. After getting a job, you submit your application to the community. You apply to the community that they should recommend you to the IRCC. So if a community recommends you, you can now apply for permanent residency immediately. So with this route, you can immediately become a permanent resident if you are accepted. The second one on our list is the Atlantic Immigration Program, which is also called the AIP. So this one was recently launched like around March last year, and it's still very hot. It's a pathway to permanent residency for skilled foreign workers and international graduates from a Canadian institution that want to work and live in one of Canada's 4 Atlantic provinces. So in Canada, there is what is called the Atlantic region. And under the Atlantic region, there are 4 provinces. We have New Brunswick, we have Nova Scotia, we have Prince Edward Island, and then we have Newfoundland and Labrador. So this program helps employers in Canada to hire qualified candidates for jobs they have not been able to fill locally, that's within Canada. And this process is also very similar to the first one, which is the RNIP, and they both have similar application process as well. We also have the LMIA work visa route, where you can apply for jobs anywhere in Canada. This one is not limited to a specific province or area. Also, we have the temporary foreign worker program, and lastly, we have the caregiver program. So I don't want to go into much details to save our time, right? And just so you know, I did not create these programs myself. They were created by the IRCC, but most people ignore them and go for the popular routes instead. Why? Because they don't know much about these routes. And even if they do, they probably don't have proper information about them. So this is the best way to relocate yourself as a single person or with your family, especially if your goal is to work in Canada full-time, instead of going to pay millions of naira to study. And the best part is you can still decide to study when you get to Canada if you want to. And if you are a permanent resident in Canada, you will pay far less tuition than international students. You will not pay the same amount as international students. So it's a win-win all around. So here are some of the requirements for these routes. It has no age restriction, right? As long as you're an adult, you can work, right? And the fact that it does not have age restriction, I still recommend that once you have crossed 50, I don't recommend that you apply for this, right? So it's better if you have a younger person, you can sponsor that person to relocate instead. And also, if you don't, even if you don't have a university degree, as long as you have your WAEC or your NECO, you still qualify. You also don't need a high IELTS band score, right? You don't. If you score only band 5 or band 6 as your overall score, you still qualify, right? You also just need 1 year work experience, and some of these jobs require no work experience at all. You can even work as a cleaner, you can work as a supervisor, you can work as a banker, you can work whatever you do, right? Whatever you do. It's also extremely affordable to relocate through the work route compared to other routes. Like this, so for instance, now you're not going to be paying for school fees. This is like the cheapest way to relocate. And sometimes you can get a job that will sponsor your relocation plan. You also get to work full time, right? You're not doing 20 hours a week thing here. You can work full time. And even if you want to work overtime, you can, while getting paid for it. And your spouse, that's your husband or your wife, can work full time as well. So you can see that you will never have to struggle to take care of yourself if you use any of these routes. So your entire family can even relocate with you. Your husband or your wife can get an open work permit to work anywhere in Canada. So as you can see, these pathways are more accommodating to people both with or without experience, no age limit, and even low educational qualifications. And you get to apply for your permanent residency either immediately, depending on the program you go for, or you can apply 1 year later, because by that time you have your 1 year full-time work experience in Canada that qualifies you to apply for permanent residency. So let me make you understand something. In as much as you want to relocate to Canada, the Canadian government wants you as well. So basically, both parties want each other. So let me prove this to you so it doesn't seem like I'm making empty claims and the rest. So these are articles from top blogs in Canada, in Nigeria, saying over 1 million job vacancies. So you can see I didn't make this up myself. It was even published towards May last year, right? And this is the updates from 2023. And this update is from the direct website of the IRCC. So if you even go to the website, you still see it there. It says that Canada welcomes historic number of newcomers in 2022. So last year, Canada recorded the highest rate of immigrants. Like it said the government reaches its target of over 400,000 new permanent residents in 1 year alone. And that's the highest they have ever had. And this is a statement from the Minister of Immigration in Canada. He said, "Today marks an important milestone for Canada, setting a new record for newcomers welcomed in a single year. It is testament to the strength and resilience of our country and its people. Newcomers play an essential role in filling labor shortages, bringing new perspectives and talents to our communities, and also enriching our society as a whole. I am excited to see what the future holds and look forward to another historic year in 2023 as we continue to welcome newcomers." Now let's take a look at when one of these top Canadian blogs they broke it down and explained better, right? It says here that Canada's labor force growth is almost 100% dependent on immigration, right? There are nearly 1 million job vacancies in Canada and a shortage of skilled labor due to the aging workforce. So you can see for yourself, almost 1 million job vacancies in 2023. And the Canadian government said that they are ready to welcome more newcomers. So the question now is that, are you going to be one of them? Because they are ready to welcome more. So are you going to be one of those people? Just type 2 in the comment section if you want to be one of the people who relocates to Canada this year. Type 2 in the comment section. Because as you can see, I did not make it up. So they are the ones that said they are ready to welcome more newcomers this year. And let me know if you are one of them. Just let me know in the comment section. Okay. That's very nice. I can see your comments. So last year, I helped a lot of people relocate to Canada while I was still working with the travel agency I worked with. And towards the end of last year, while I stopped working for them, I also helped more people by guiding them through the process of relocating to Canada. And as I speak with you, there are over 10 people who are scheduled to be in Canada this year. There are even more who are still like in the process that will land in Canada this year as well. And I want to help a lot more people. But the question is, do you want to be among the people I will guide to Canada this year? So just type yes in the comment section. Let me know if you want to be among the people. So let me know. Type yes in the comment section if you want to be among the people that I will still guide and help them till they land in Canada this year. All right, all right, all right. And in as much as the Canadian government wants people to come over, just know that they are not desperate. So they won't just let anyone walk in. You still need to follow the right procedures to qualify for immigration. So I know I promised you earlier. Let me quickly show you how to find and apply for jobs in Canada. We're going to be using a website called Job Bank, jobbank.gc.ca. So like I said earlier, make sure you have a writing pad so you can write this down now, jobbank.gc.ca, or take a screenshot. You can take a screenshot. So once you click the link, it's just going to take you here. So once it takes you here, all you have to do is as you can see, it says what are you applying for. So maybe you're applying for a position of a, let's say, a software engineer. Let's say you are a software engineer. Okay, software engineer, and the location is all of Canada. So once you do that, just click on this search bar here and it will load and show you all the vacancies for software engineer. So you can see we have 300 results. We have 300 results here. Software engineer, software engineer. Oh, the thing has reloaded. Okay. So that's what you have to do. So once you see a position that you are interested in, you can just click on it. So for instance, now this is another one. This one is for a bricklayer. So as you can see, I told you that whatever you do in Nigeria, you can use it to apply. This one is for a bricklayer. So I just want to use this example for you so you can see. This is details on the job. This is the location, the salary, the contract, is it full-time, is it permanent, and all that. So this is the requirements for it. Just your high school graduation certificate, which is your WAEC or your NECO, just like I said, right? And experience. Of course, you need to know how to be a bricklayer if you are going to apply. So this is just a construction setting and the rest. So different types. And it says this employer accepts applications from people with or without a work permit. So whether you are in Canada or you're not in Canada, you can apply for this as well. So let me show you how to apply. This place, it says show how to apply. So you just click on it. It will show you, it will load and show you how you can apply. So this job posting application is by email. So you just send your CV to this email address and with an application letter, and you are good to go. So basically, that's just how to do it. Just use the link to the website and type the kind of job you need, whatever you do. So don't say because I use bricklayer, it's the only bricklayers that can apply. No, it's what I look for. That's the results, right? So just type in the type of job you're looking for, the job title, and just look for it to show you different results for that position. So that's basically it. The website again is jobbank.gc.ca. So take a screenshot of my slide so that you can have it. So we are moving on now. So I want to share with you a very short story of Mrs. Jegs. She used one of the routes I mentioned earlier, which is the LMIA work visa route. And this is one of the unique pathways to relocate to Canada. She used it as well. So I'm not going to be putting up her pictures. I will not call her full name so we can keep her anonymous. So Mrs. Jegs, like some Nigerians, she didn't have the plan of relocating out of Nigeria. All she desired was to travel around. There's some people that will just be in Nigeria and they just want to be going on vacation and the rest. That was the case for Mrs. Jegs. But all that had to change because of how invaluable our Nigerian passport has become. And of course, the obvious electricity issues, bad healthcare system, bad roads, insecurity. In fact, you can just keep going when it comes to terrible things happening in Nigeria. When the almighty EndSARS, which ended some people's lives, came, this just further fueled her desire to move out of Nigeria because she didn't want to raise her unborn kids in a country that has zero value for human lives. So she considered the study route, but as a software developer that she already was, she didn't want to go to school again. There are some people like that. They don't care about a second degree. She already had a BSc. She just wanted to work, and knowing how expensive the study route is, she ruled out that option completely. So she decided to use one of the routes I shared earlier, which is the LMIA work visa route. And I'll go more in depth on this in my coaching program. We'll talk more about that later. She persistently applied for jobs, and finally, she was able to land her dream job offer a day before her court wedding in November 2020. And she was so excited and started the process to relocate to Canada. Although there were some delays along the way because Canada had some restrictions during the, because of the COVID situation and all that. But few months after getting the job, Mrs. Jex landed in Canada with her husband towards the middle of 2021. Now, both of them work full time, and I just confirmed last month that she has become a permanent resident in Canada, which is really awesome. Now, that's a very interesting story, and you can be like Mrs. Jex and her husband if you only decide that today, make a decision today of relocating to Canada without giving up. And yes, I said without giving up because you might encounter some issues along the way. But as long as you are serious, there will always be a solution. There will always be a way out, and you will eventually get there. Now meet Mr. Ken. Mr. Ken bought my program towards the end of last year, one of my coaching program. And one day he sent me a message. He said, "Hi Chika, good afternoon. I have just got an offer and I have done my medicals. I was also sent an invite for biometrics." Right. And he wanted to know who provides some documents. Just wanted to ask me a question because he had not told me before that he has gotten a job. So he just decided to let me know. So I was like, "Oh, you have gotten a job offer?" He said yes, and he has made progress as well with his visa application. So you see, one thing I liked about Mr. Ken was that he got my program and he buried himself in learning what was in it, in following my steps. And he started applying for jobs till he got a positive response and continued the rest of the process. The last time we spoke, he was in the final stages where he paid for his visa fee. And once that is approved, Canada, here he comes. And one thing I can assure you for a fact is that these two people, they did not have two heads. Trust me, they only had one head. All they had was proper information that showed them what to do. And they started applying for jobs. They didn't give up. And now Mrs. Jex and her husband are in Canada, where both of them work full time. Mr. Ken will be in Canada in less than 3 months as well. Also, here is Favor, who got a job interview to become a caregiver in Canada after years of seeking for a job here in Nigeria. This is also Joseph, who got an interview from a Canadian company. He has also escaped the Nigerian minimum wage of 30,000 naira. He has now moved on to planning to earn more than 10 times of it. So thanks to my practical experience of previously helping clients relocate to Canada and also teaching people how to relocate to Canada in the past few months, I am now willing to help even more people move to Canada, where you can comfortably raise your children and start a family without the hassles of the popular immigration programs. Before I show you the exact strategy that easily helps people like Mr. Ken, Mrs. Jex, Favor, Joseph, who got interviews, jobs, relocates to Canada with well-paying jobs without spending a dime or hundreds of thousands to agents, right? Do you believe, I have a question for you right now. Do you believe that anything will stop you from relocating to Canada, either alone or with your family, if I show you the exact secrets that smart Nigerians, smart people like you are now using to successfully jackpot to Canada with a high-paying job? Do you think anything will stop you this time around from relocating? Just leave a comment below, right? If I show you the exact same way that a lot of smart people are now using to jackpot to Canada with a high-paying job, do you think anything can stop you? Just let me know in the comment section. Like, nothing can stop you because you now have the blueprint. Another question that I want to ask you: is it fine by you if I take the next 13 minutes to show you how I can help you achieve your dreams of getting a high-paying job that will help you relocate to Canada, whether alone or with your family, using the exact same method that a lot of people like you have used that work for them? Is it fine by you if I take the next 13 minutes to show you? All right, then. This gives me great joy to introduce you to the Ultimate Naija to Canada Relocation System 2.0. The step-by-step detailed guide showing you how to apply for a job, how to secure a job, and how to relocate to Canada in the next 6 to 12 months from now, with the goal of becoming a permanent resident and eventually becoming a Canadian citizen. This guide will walk you carefully on how to get things done the right way, because if you get it wrong, if you make any mistake, you might get a travel ban, and this will affect your application to other countries. And the best part is, you are not just getting a guide, you also get access to me and my team, where we will guide you one-on-one in case you encounter any issues. So whenever you get stuck, we'll be there to answer you and tell you exactly what to do. So here is what you get in the Ultimate Nigeria to Canada Relocation System 2.0. The first program is on the LMIA work visa routes. So remember, this is one of the routes I mentioned, and this is the route that Mrs. Jex used. So we're going to talk about it in this program. Firstly, in this program, the first program, you are getting video breakdown of the 5 unique pathways to migrate to Canada. This video is very important because I talk about all 5 programs and their requirements. I did this at the start of the program so that once you watch this video, you will know the routes to focus on. And this is worth 50,000 naira. The next thing is I will give you top 5 best websites to see legitimate job offers you can apply for and how to apply step by step. And this is worth 50,000 naira. Apart from Job Bank I showed you earlier, there are more websites. That's not the only website you can use. There are more, and I'm going to be sharing with you in this program. Thirdly, you are going to see how to know your NOC category that you fall under and how to know the specific NOC code to use during your application. This alone is worth 10,000 naira. I will teach you how to write a Canadian CV or resume that bypasses the ATS, and this is where 98% of people get it wrong because most job applications are not seen by the recruiters. That's because they use a tool to filter applications that don't meet the standard. So when you are complaining, oh, I've been applying, I've not gotten a response, this is why. And I'm going to show you how to avoid it. And this is worth 20,000 naira. The next thing I'm going to teach you is how to prepare for job interviews to increase your chances of getting your dream job offer. And this is worth 25,000 naira. I'll also show you important steps you must take immediately you get a job offer letter. Just like if you notice Mr. Ken, when he got a job, he didn't even come to me. He already knew what to do next. What's the next line of action? He already knew. And that's exactly what I'm going to be sharing with you. And this is worth 20,000 naira. Next, I'm going to show you 5 reasons why 90% of people who apply for jobs never get a response. They don't even get a rejection because they keep doing one of these 5 things. And I'll show you them and how to avoid them. And this is worth 50,000 naira. Next, I will give you a step-by-step detailed video tutorial showing you how to apply for your work permit from beginning till the end. You cannot make any mistake here because if you do, you will get a guaranteed rejection and it will screw up any chances you have on relocating to Canada. And this is worth 50,000 naira. Lastly, in this program, I will give you how to convert from visit visa to work visa. So if you decide you want to visit Canada through the visit visa, you have a tourist visa, you can apply for jobs there. I will show you how to apply for jobs and get a job. And then you can now upgrade to a work visa and stay there to work. And this is worth 50,000 naira. And this is another smart way people are using right now. So the total worth of the first program is 325,000 naira. So the next one, moving to the second program, which is the second immigration route that you can use to relocate to Canada. So this is the Federal Skilled Worker Program. So in this program, I will show you the full breakdown of the Federal Skilled Worker Program and everything you need to know about it. I will show you how much it will cost you to relocate through this Federal Skilled Worker Program, how to know if you are eligible for it, and the requirements involved. I will teach you how to calculate your CRS score. I will also teach you how to create and submit an express entry profile successfully. This is for people that are still interested in the express entry route. I will teach you how to apply and secure a job while you are still in Nigeria that will enable you to relocate to Canada. Also, I'm giving you a step-by-step detailed video tutorial showing you how to apply for your permanent residency in Canada. And this is worth 150,000 naira. So this is Benjamin, who got my program, and he has scaled through the process till the final step of applying for a visa. And when it comes to relocating to Canada, either through the work route or the study route, the most important task you must do is getting a job or getting an admission in a school of your choice. Once that is done, you have officially done 90%, and the remaining 10% is getting a visa. So moving on, the third pathway to relocate to Canada is through the Temporary Foreign Worker Program. And in this Ultimate Nigeria to Canada Relocation System, I will be teaching you about this one. This is the third program we'll be dealing on. And in this program, I will show you the full overview, like everything, the whole details of this program, the cost breakdown, how much it will cost you, how to check your eligibility, and what are the requirements for the program. I will show you as well how to apply and secure a job while you are still in Nigeria that will let you relocate to Canada successfully. I will also teach you important information you must know, what you must know about this program in order to avoid rejection. I will also show you a step-by-step video that you can use to apply for a work permit through this program. And this part is worth 100,000 naira only. The next one we are moving on to is the Rural Northern Immigration Pilot Program. You remember I mentioned this earlier. In this program, I will teach you everything about it from the beginning to the end, step by step, everything you need to know. How much it will cost you, how you can know if you qualify for the program, how to apply for a particular community, the requirements you need, everything I'm going to be showing you. How to apply and secure a job while you are still in Nigeria in the participating communities under this program, and also a step-by-step video showing you how to apply for your permanent residency in Canada. For this particular program, it's worth 100,000 naira. The next program we're going to is the Atlantic Immigration Program. If you remember, I still mentioned this one. It's part of the 5 unique pathways to relocate to Canada, and I'm going to be sharing it with you. I will teach you if you decide that this program you want to use, you have all the information at your disposal. I will show you how much it will cost you, how to know that you qualify for the program, what the requirements are, how to get the requirements, how to apply and secure a job in the Atlantic region of Canada so you can qualify for this. Also, a step-by-step video showing you how to apply for your permanent residency under this program. So if you notice, there are about 5 programs, right? And all of them have different application process. Whether you're applying for a work permit, whether you're applying for a permanent residency, they have different application process. That's why I'm showing you for each program how you can apply for it per program. So this program is worth 100,000 naira. So this is also Mr. Innocent, who scaled through the entire process, and now he was able to successfully get his visa approved, and he immediately sent it to me. In less than 2 weeks from now, he will be on his way to Canada. You can see for yourself. So the next program we're moving on to is the Caregiver Program. So if you are a midwife, you are a caregiver, you are a nurse and all of that, and you're interested in the Caregiver Program, once you get the program, this is what you focus on. I will show you the entire information on the Caregiver Program, how you can relocate as a caregiver, how much it will cost you, how to check the requirements, everything, how to apply and secure a job while you're still in Nigeria using a special website. So there are different websites to apply for caregiver jobs, and I'm going to be providing more of these websites for you to use. I'll also show you how to get caregiver jobs that are willing to sponsor your accommodation, your trip, and all that. Lastly, I will show you a step-by-step video showing you how to apply for your work permit after getting your job offer. So for this Caregiver Program, this section is worth 100,000 naira. As you can see, this is a detailed guide. No, it's not some long, boring ebook or a PDF. These are step-by-step video tutorials that you'll be seeing live, what you must do. And even though you are 15-year-old, even though you are 50-year-old, you will still understand. So here is everything you are getting today. There are 6 programs in this guide. We have the first program, which is Work in Canada, and is worth 325,000 naira. We have the second program, which is the Federal Skilled Worker Program, which is the under the express entry, and is worth 150,000 naira. We have the third immigration program, which is the Temporary Foreign Worker Program, worth 100,000. We have the fourth immigration program, which is Rural Northern Immigration Pilot, worth 100,000. Then program number 5, Atlantic Immigration Program, worth 100,000. Program number 6, the Caregiver Program, which is worth 100,000 naira. The total worth of everything you are getting today is 850,000 naira. So if you remember, I once worked in a travel company, and this is the same thing that travel agencies will charge you from 1 million to 2.5 million naira for. And this is not some hearsay or them say. I worked there, so I'm speaking from experience. So just look at this. This is Mr. Femi. After he got the Ultimate Naija to Canada relocation system, he saw that what I talked about in the program is the same thing that a Canadian immigration lawyer said he should pay over 2.5 million naira for. And now you are getting the second version of this program, which is the newest update. You are getting more than he got. So he even said, Chika, this package is sold far below its worth. The same job info that a Canadian immigration lawyer said I should bring 3,100 Canadian dollars for is totally demystified in this package. God bless you, real good Chika. So if all the, right now I have a question for you. If all the Ultimate Nigeria to Canada Relocation System 2.0 did for you was to help you secure a well-paying job in Canada and relocate to Canada till you become a citizen, even with a low qualification, will it be worth 850K for you? So if all this program did for you is get you a job in Canada, helped you relocate to Canada, even helped you become a citizen, do you think it will be worth 850K? Just let me know in the comment section. Do you think it will be worth that amount? That you get this program and it helps you get a job, move to Canada, even later you become a citizen. Do you think it's worth 850K? Is that a good investment? Yes, it's worth 850K. And I quite understand that you might not have up to that amount to invest in this program because there are still other costs that you must incur, right? And I understand all of that. Also, I'm even seeing what is everybody's seeing what's happening in the country that is not easy. So, in as much as I want to help you, I also want to make sure that the people that I'm trying to help are people that are actually ready to relocate to Canada so that we're not wasting time, wasting effort, and all of that. So, let me ask you another question right now. If I were to give you an open check, a blank check, and I tell you that this program that is worth 850K, right? How much are you willing to pay for it? If I give you an open check, let me know your answers in the comment section. So if I give you a blank check and I said this program that can help you relocate to Canada, get a job in Canada, live in Canada full time with your family, this program that is worth 850K, how much are you willing to pay for it? I give you a blank check. How much? How much are you willing to pay for it? Let me know in the comment section. So I can see someone saying 100K. Some people are saying 200K. Some people are saying 50K. Some people are saying 300K. Some people are saying 15K. Some people are saying 300K, 200K, 100K, 100K max. Some people are saying 300K. Someone say like 500K. Some say 250. Okay. So the official amount the Ultimate Nigeria to Canada relocation system will be priced at is 200,000 naira, which is less than 25% of the total value. So even though this cost is worth 850,000, I'm going to be pricing it at 200,000 naira. But for today only, tonight as we are here, the fact that you stayed till now, you have a chance to save 75% off this program. And you can get the Ultimate Nigeria to Canada relocation system at 50,000 naira only. So make sure you are following me today. So getting this program at 50,000 naira is a steal compared to what you're getting. You saw what Mr. Femi said, right? Just imagine you paid 50K for an information that helps you get a full-time job in Canada. Won't it be worth it? Right? This program that is worth 850K, you get it for 50K and then you get a full-time job in Canada. It's totally worth it. And even if you don't have lots of money, I will still show you how to get enough money to fund your entire trip. I'll also show you how to get visa sponsorship jobs so your employer takes care of your relocation costs. But still, I want to do something crazy for 11 people in this training right now. Make sure you're following me. Make sure you're paying attention. I want to do something crazy for 11 people in this training right now. So if you make a decision to get this Ultimate Nigeria to Canada relocation system from now till next tomorrow, I will give you access at an extra 15,000 naira off. So remember, this program is worth 850,000, but I gave you at 50K. So if you are among the 11 people that will get access to this program from now till next tomorrow night, I will remove 15,000 naira from this program for you. And this is a time sensitive bonus. The fastest fingers will be the one to benefit from it. So from now till next tomorrow night, from now to midnight next tomorrow, you can get the ultimate Nigeria to Canada relocation system for 35,000 naira only. Make sure you're paying attention. You heard me right, just 35,000 naira. And once the first 11 people get in from now till next tomorrow night, it will increase to 50K. After 1 week, it will increase to 100K. So listen, if 11 people get in now, right now, which I suspect will happen, then the 35K price will move to 50K immediately. So it won't wait till next tomorrow. This one is not time. There's no time for you to overthink. It's time for you to take instant action, right? So this is how to pay for the program. Remember, just 11 slots. There is a payment link in the comment section right now. You can use it to pay with Paystack or Stripe. If you're outside Nigeria, pay with Stripe. If you're in Nigeria, you can use the link to pay with Paystack. And once you pay on that page, once your payment is confirmed on the page, Paystack will immediately load and take you to the program instantly. So you can see you get instant access to the program. So use the payment link in the comment section if you want to pay with Paystack. Second payment option is bank transfer. So there's an account details in the comment section right now. You can make a bank transfer quickly so that you are part of the 11 people. And the amount is 35,000 naira from now to next tomorrow night for just 11 people only. So if you're not in Nigeria or you're not watching from Nigeria, then you see an option when you use the link in the comment section to pay with Stripe. So something good happened this evening, right? Something good, a very good news. Just when I was preparing my slides for this webinar, someone sent me a message from one of my students. He said that I have just gotten a job from one of those companies that we spoke about, right? And this is really amazing because he didn't have to pay any agent millions of naira. If you want to try it, just try it. Like some agents will ask you to pay 500K, 300K, 1 million to get a job. But he did not do that. Nobody even scammed him. He did not lose money before he got a job. And this is because of the ultimate Nigeria to Canada relocation system. Now, this is also Mr. Innocent that I shared with you earlier. He scaled through this entire process and he was able to successfully get his visa approved. And he sent it to me immediately. In less than 2 weeks from now, he will be on his way to Canada. So with my program and my help, you will have peace of mind. Nobody will scam you. Trust me, there are a lot of people out there, a lot of recruiters out there that are scammers. And in this program, I will show you how to apply for only legit jobs. So you can see that 35K is a change, because if anybody scam you today when you are doing it on your own, it will cost you hundreds or even millions of naira. So don't lose millions of naira because you decided not to get my program. And one thing I have seen about scammers is that they don't like to use their real identity. But someone like me, I'm not scared to put my face out there because what I do is legit. And I also have a registered business. The advert you saw before you registered for this webinar, my face was there. Even in this webinar, I will show you my face. There's nothing I'm hiding. It's only fraudulent people that like to hide their identity. And the ultimate Nigeria to Canada relocation system 2.0 is not all you will get today. I want to give you some special bonuses that will help you relocate and settle successfully in Canada. The first bonus I'm giving you is I will teach you how to get visa sponsorship jobs. So in this program, once you get this program, you will learn how to search for jobs that will sponsor your entire relocation plan. Now, these jobs are willing to pay for your visa application fees, flight tickets. Some are even willing to give you free accommodation. And this bonus is worth 100,000 naira. The second bonus I'm giving you is how to access settlement plans available to newcomers. I will show you what you need to do in order to access settlement plans that will help you settle properly in Canada once you arrive. And this bonus is easily worth 100,000 naira. The third bonus I'm giving you is I will open your eyes to 5 recommended side businesses that can fetch you from 200 to 500K per month in the shortest time possible. So why I added this here is because I really want to help you relocate to Canada, and I don't want money to be an issue for you. So with this, you can make an extra 200 to 500K per month, which is more than enough to help you scale through the entire relocation process. And this bonus alone is worth 50,000 naira. Bonus number 4 is 5 do's and don'ts when applying for your visa to increase your chances greatly. And this was successfully gathered through after helping a lot of clients successfully scale through this process in the past. And this bonus is worth 50K, but you are getting it for free. Bonus number 5 is important things to take with you to Canada. So there are some key things that you must have when you are relocating in order not to encounter issues. And I will show you exactly what you must bring with you, what you shouldn't bring, how much you should carry along with you. And if you carry more than the amount, the required amount, you'll be sent back. If you carry less than, you'll be sent back. So these are things that you must know. This bonus is easily worth 20,000 naira, but you are getting it for free. The next bonus is how to create an outstanding LinkedIn profile. So when you're applying, there are some employers that like to, check you out on social media, and when they want to do that, they will use LinkedIn. So they will check you out. If you're on LinkedIn, they want to know more about you, and you in return, you can use LinkedIn to apply for jobs. You can use LinkedIn to make connections in Canada. There are a lot of things that LinkedIn can do for you. That's why I want to teach you the secrets of this, right? So that you can know it, you can use it, you can apply it for yourself. And this bonus is worth 20,000 naira, but you are getting it for free. Bonus number 7 is best provinces to settle in Canada. Till date, I'm still getting that question. Chika, which province is good for me? Which one can I apply for? And the answer remains different provinces have their different advantages and disadvantages. So that's why I'm going to be telling you what you should know about some provinces so that you can apply for jobs based on the one that best suits you. And this bonus is worth 40,000 naira, but you are getting it for free tonight. Bonus number 8, sample cover letter and CV templates. So it's not enough to teach somebody how to create a Canadian CV. I will show you the kind of Canadian CV, like what a Canadian CV is. This is the example. This is the structure to follow to create your own, right? And this bonus is worth 30,000 naira, but you are getting it for free. Last but not the least, we have free lifetime updates to this program. So if you notice me when I said the name of this program is the Ultimate Nigeria to Canada Relocation System 2.0. So as I speak to you now, I'm currently updating the program because I just got new and updated information that can make the process of applying for jobs and getting a job in Canada easier. The best part is that you won't pay a dime extra to get these updates. So tomorrow when the program moves to maybe the 3rd version, you won't pay a dime again. So this bonus, in fact, is priceless. So as you can see, I added more bonuses that will further ease your relocation path to Canada, including the main program. And the best part is that all these bonuses I listed here, you are getting them for free. So even if you have not gotten this program by now, then this is more proof that I care about you and I want you to succeed at all costs with this. So make sure you get it right now. So let's quickly summarize all you are getting today. You are getting 6 programs, which is 6 different immigration programs. I will teach you everything about them. The first program is the LMIA work visa routes, which is worth 325,000. The second program is the Federal Skilled Worker Program, worth 150k. The third program is Temporary Foreign Worker Program, worth 100,000 naira. Program number 4, Rural Northern Immigration Pilot Program, worth 100,000 naira. Program number 5, Atlantic Immigration Program, worth 100,000 naira. Program number 6, Caregiver Program, which is worth 100,000 naira. Then you are getting 9 bonuses for free. The first bonus is getting jobs that will sponsor your entire trip, worth 100,000. Bonus number 2 is 5 side hustles that can fetch you from 200 to 500k per month, worth 50,000 naira. Bonus number 3, access to settlement plans available for newcomers in Canada, worth 100,000 naira. Bonus number 4 is do's and don'ts when applying for a visa, worth 50,000 naira. Bonus number 5, important things to take with you to Canada, worth 20,000 naira. Bonus number 6, how to create an outstanding LinkedIn profile, worth 20,000 naira. Bonus number 7, best provinces to settle in Canada, worth 40,000. Bonus number 8, sample cover letter and CV templates, worth 30,000 naira. Lastly, bonus number 9, free lifetime updates to this program, which is priceless. So when you add up everything you are getting together, it sums up to 1,255,000 naira. But like I said, you're not paying 1 million naira for this. You get everything for just 35,000 naira instead of 50K. So if you decide to join in from now till next tomorrow night, and you still have 7 days to join at 50K if you miss this 35K discount, right? So this is how to pay for the program. There are two payment methods. A payment link will be posted in the comment section now. So if you click the link, it will take you to a page where you can pay with Paystack. So if you pay with Paystack, you get instant access. The link will just immediately you pay, your payments will be confirmed, and it will just load and show you access to the program instantly. So the second payment option is bank transfer. My account details will be in the comment section. You can quickly make a transfer so that you don't miss out. There are just 11 slots to make payments at 35,000 naira. So after payment, make sure you send your payment confirmation to the phone number in the comment section. Please don't send your payment confirmation anywhere else. Send to the payment confirmation in the comment section right now. The phone number in the comment section right now. Use that phone number to send your payment confirmation. So right now, I want you to imagine. I just want you to think, right? Just calm down, imagine, right? Just imagine you get my coaching program today. You get this program today, and you follow what I teach you to do in my program. You watch the videos, you follow all the steps, you apply to jobs consistently from now till like 30 to 90 days, and you're finally able to secure a job in Canada. And there are some cases I've seen that you can get a job in 1 week, you can get in 3 days, you can get in 1 month, 2 months. It's just there's no fixed time, right? But the bottom line is you apply, you get a job, and immediately after getting a job, you proceed to apply for your work permit, which can take from 2 to 3 months. Then you get an email that says, oh, your visa has been approved. At this point, you are celebrating, you are preparing, you are buying things, you are trying to move to Canada and the rest, and you finally land in Canada by yourself, or maybe you go with your family. And the best part of this is that by the time you land in Canada, you won't have to be thinking about where will money come from. You're going to be working to provide for yourself or provide for your family. Your spouse can even get a work permit as well, and as you're working, your partner is working. You're not going to be thinking of where will money come from. So how would you feel if this is your reality 6 months from now? Just let me know in the comment section. If all this happens for you, how will you feel? So yeah, like you're definitely going to feel very good. So my question for you right now is this. Do you think that 35K is too much for an information that can make this possible? Do you think that paying 35K is too much for something that can help you achieve this that I just mentioned now? Get a job, move to Canada, an information that can help you this much. Do you think 35K is too much for it? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Do you think it's too much? Let me know in the comment section. Do you think paying 35K is too much for an information that can help you achieve something like this? Just let me know in the comment section. So, like, if you feel it's worth 35K, then why have you not secured your slot already? So I suggest you do so right now that the program is at a discount. And also, to make this a no-brainer for you, I want to do something very crazy right now. I want to give you access to something crazy that no price will be worth it. As a matter of fact, if you are currently contemplating if you should get this program or if you should not get it, then this will put you in a good spot to decide. So if you are among the first 11 people to join the Ultimate Nigeria to Canada relocation system this night, you will get access to my personal contact line for personalized one-on-one coaching with me. That's to say that whenever you have questions, whenever you get stuck at a point, whenever you need my help, you will have access to my special priority line, which I always respond to. So to qualify for this, you must be among the first 11 people to get access to the Ultimate Nigeria to Canada relocation system today. So, and you must also know that there is a limit to my personal time that I can give out, which is why I can only work with these first 11 people closely. So this bonus is worth at least 100K per month. So let's assume that we are working together for like 6 months before you finally relocate, whether as a single person or with your family. Then the total worth of this bonus is 600,000 naira. So you might be wondering why the program is that much. Is worth that much because I have to invest my time day in, day out, month in, month out till you get to Canada. So it's an ongoing process, not like a one off effort or task. So you can see for yourself that I have to make this sacrifice of not charging you extra for this bonus. But you must be among the first 11 people to qualify. I'm 90% sure that the 11 slots will be taken tonight, so you must act fast if you want this. And remember, once 11 people get the program, price goes up from 35 to 50,000 naira immediately. So you can get in now or allow others to take your spot. That's your decision to make. So here is what Idong, who got one of my programs, had to say about me. I decided to check on her progress, and she was very happy. As you can see, I don't abandon people. She said, "Wow, good morning, Chika. This is very much appreciated. Thank you so very much. You are such a good leader, if I must say. You have actually reminded me of the very reason why I chose to work with you. God bless you. You are showing me that it's really not about the money, even when what you are giving us is quite big compared to the amount we are paying. You really have a genuine heart and you are genuinely concerned about helping people." This is also what CG had to say to me. He said, "Something just dropped in my mind. I wish to share it with you. I just want to appreciate you for the painstaking efforts and passion you put in getting the best information to give a better and more fulfilling life for everybody out of this country. Although it is not that easy as you think, but you dedicate your time, money, and resources to give us much more value for our money." This is a feedback from another person as well. He said, "I must confess, I just started watching the videos today and you did much more than what I was expecting. I'm taking my time to digest each sections of the videos before I get back to you." As you can see, I never abandon anyone. If I see I can no longer handle more people coming into the program and or give attention to people that are already there, I would rather close it so I can focus on the people I already have. And in case you think 35K is too much, this is what Mr. Femi was charged for something not even worth close to my program, according to him. And what you are getting today is much more than what Mr. Femi got as at the time he got it, because I'm already updating the program. And one thing a lot of people don't know is that doing this, I have incurred a lot of cost on my end already. It cost me a lot of money to advertise this opportunity in order to get this information into your hands, because you most likely got here through an advert you clicked, which I paid for. I also paid someone to run the adverts you clicked on because I'm a travel expert, I'm not an ad expert. And there are other costs I don't have to mention, so you can see for yourself that I have invested in this upfront already. And of course, let's not even talk about the hours I spent creating this program, which is priceless. And as I speak to you, I'm currently updating the content with the latest information about relocating through these routes. And the best part is that if you join in today, you will get all future updates at no extra costs. And if you see 35K as too big, when you know fully well that if you go to a travel agent, they will charge you nothing less than 500K, then maybe moving to Canada is not for you, because the process requires far more than 35K. So right now you have three choices. The first choice is get this guide right now and start applying for jobs as soon as today, with the plan of moving to Canada either alone or with your family in a couple of months. Oh, and I'm also going to teach you how to get visa sponsorship job as well if you can't afford to sponsor yourself. The second option you have is you can say this is a scam. And I understand why people are scared to purchase things online. But Mrs. Grace here felt the same way till she saw it was actually real. She now sent me a message and said, "Thank you, Chika. I am happy that in Nigeria we still have truthful and honest individuals like you. At first, I was skeptical as a struggling widow, removing from the little that I have gathered. God bless you for not scamming me. You only have the fear of God, that's why." This is what Temi also had to say. She said, "I really love you for the fact that you know what you are doing. I hardly click on sponsored adverts on Facebook, and I don't even know why my spirit clicked on the post that day. And since then, I have never regretted my actions. So in case you are scared, I can assure you that you have nothing to worry about." The third option you have today is be in the cult of do nothing. This gang never does anything. They are always interested in clicking every ad and shouting they are interested, they want to relocate and all that. But when it's time to take action, they don't do anything. Some of them usually feel like, oh, they can land in Canada without any cost, or they can go and figure everything out themselves. And sometimes it doesn't end well. Some people have come to me and come and tell me how their visa was denied, what can they do, and the rest. Sometimes most persons end up with a travel ban, and a travel ban can last up to 5 years. You cannot apply to Canada again for like 5 years. So you see, those are things that you should avoid and get the program. So here are some frequently asked questions that some people have asked me about this program, and some questions that you might have as well. The first question is, how much will I need to relocate through this route? So make sure you're listening to me very carefully. So in this program, I talked about 5 different immigration routes, 5 different pathways. So I can't really start breaking each of them down. How much will this one cost? How much should that one cost? It will take too much time because each of them requires different amounts of money. So what I did is that in this program, I broke each of them down, the cost for each of them, step by step till you land in Canada. And in case you are scared, oh, can I afford it? Or if I cannot afford it, that's why I will also show you how to search for visa sponsorship jobs. These are jobs that are willing to sponsor you even if you eventually get the job. So they will pay for everything required for you to be in Canada. The second question is, can I move to Canada alone, or can I apply with my family? So make sure you're paying attention. If you plan to go alone, you can apply alone. You don't need to be married to apply to Canada or anything like that. But even though you are married and you have kids, you can apply with them. So yes, you can apply alone or apply with your family. Another question is, if I can't afford to get this program right now, can I get it later? So one thing you must understand is that this program is not for everyone. It's for people who really want to move to Canada. And this is not for people that are contemplating or relocating to Canada. Because let's be honest, if 35K is a big deal for you, then you are actually not ready to relocate to Canada. Because even if you want to relocate from Lagos to Abuja, it will cost you more than 35K. And as you are paying 35K, I'm in return saving you millions of naira that you will spend going through other routes. So as for getting it later, first the price will increase to 50K by next tomorrow night, and after that it will move to 100K, then eventually 200K. That depends on how we are able to handle people that are getting into the program, and we might end up closing it and not accept newcomers for a while. So make sure you get it as quickly as possible right now, so you don't miss out. So another question is, what if I can afford this program but I cannot afford the cost of relocation? So that's why in this program I teach how to get visa sponsorship jobs, because there are people like this, which means there are some employers that urgently need people and they are willing to sponsor your entire cost of relocation. So you don't have anything to worry about. Another thing is, in this program, I still teach you how to, I talk about 5 online businesses that can make you from 200 to 500K. So this is a good way to raise money for your jackpot dreams. And as a matter of fact, one of those 5 businesses make me up to 3 million naira per month on the side. So it's possible to make a lot of money from them. Another question is, I'm not ready to relocate to Canada. If I pay now, will I still need to pay whenever I'm ready? So if you're not ready to start applying for jobs, or you're not ready to relocate right now, maybe because you are still in school, maybe because you are doing your NYSC or anything like that, I still suggest you get this program now before the price goes up. And whenever you decide you are ready to begin, I'll still be there to guide you. You will not be paying extra when the price increases or anything like that. You still get free lifetime updates. So the best time to get it is now. Another question is, I don't have my passport. Should I get my passport before getting the program? So you don't have to wait till you get your passport. Once you get this program today, you have gotten it for life. Lifetime access. No, you are not paying again. You are paying once and for all. You still get all the updates, everything. You still have access to me. So the best time to get it is right now. And you don't even need your passport to start. Right? You don't need your passport to apply for jobs or anything like that. But after getting a job, that's when you need your passport to apply for permanent residency and everything like that. So make sure that you get your passport as soon as possible, but you can get the program before then. Another question is, do I need IELTS? Yes, you need IELTS, but just like the way you don't need your passport at the beginning, that's the same way you don't need IELTS at the beginning, but you need it eventually. So, and you don't have to score high. You can score band 5, band 6. You can still use it depending on the program that you apply for. So yes, you need IELTS. And if you don't want to write IELTS immediately, you can still wait, right? And With time, when you have started making progress in your application, you can now put in for IELTS. Well, make sure you are preparing towards it, right? And if you want to do that, you can you can write the computer-based IELTS exams. It comes out in like 3 to 5 days, unlike the paper-based one that takes like 13 days. So yes, you need IELTS. Another question you might have is, if I get this program today, when will I get a job? So anyone or any agent that tells you that you can get a job in a day, you can get a job in a week, the person is lying to you. Same with anyone who tells you visa is 100% guaranteed. Run from those kind of people. Run away. They will take your money and run. As long as you are not the employer, there is no way you can guarantee when someone will get a job. But some people think that once they pay for a program like this, they should immediately get a job, or is a job. Somebody even asked me, is a job waiting for me in Canada? No, a job cannot wait for you in Canada unless you apply. So the purpose of this program is to teach you how to apply and how to do it the right way. So let me even share a personal story with you. Before I became an intern for the travel agency I worked with, I went around Lagos. I was applying to countless of travel agencies before I finally got one response. So you should be ready to apply to multiple jobs to increase your chances. It's normal everywhere. It happens everywhere, even in Nigeria. So that's basically it. Another question is, will you be doing everything for me? No, we are not doing anything for you. This is one thing you must understand. This is a do-it-yourself program, which means you will be applying yourself, except that we'll be putting you through. I'll be showing you what to do. I'll be teaching you what to do. What this means is that I am like your fitness coach. When you go to the gym, you have a trainer. The person is telling you the kind of exercises you are doing that day. Maybe today's leg day. This is what you are doing. This is what you are not doing. This is the food to eat. This is what to not eat. So our job is to guide you through the entire process. The videos I recorded will be a perfect guide for you. My team and I will also be there to help you out whenever you need clarity. So basically, you'll be doing the process yourself, but with proper guidance. Another question is, will you guide me through the process? That's just what I said now. Yes, I will guide you through the process. That's the purpose of this program. My team and I are on standby to help you out whenever you need. So we'll be giving you the step-by-step guide that will show you the entire process. But we know that you still get confused. You still need to ask questions. So that's why we are available from Mondays till Saturdays. So even God rested on Sundays. So on Sundays, we will most likely be unavailable, but any other day we are available for you. And this is the reason why this program will actually be priced at 200K, because of the time and effort I'm putting in to get you results. If it was just the videos alone, I would just sell this course for cheap and move on with my life. So jump in now, that's 35K, or you can decide to pay 200K in full when you are ready, Sha. The choice is yours. So another question is, when I pay now, when will I get access to the program? So if you pay with Paystack, I said you get instant access. But if you pay to my account, if you make bank transfer, you get access immediately your payment is confirmed. So that's why I suggest you use Paystack, because it's just direct. Another question you might have is, I'm too busy. I don't have time. I don't think I can do the process myself. See, let me tell you something. No matter how busy you are, you can actually make time to do the process. So, for instance, let's say, for instance, I personally recommend that you apply for 3 to 5 jobs at most per day. Because one mistake I've seen a lot of people make is that once they just start applying, they are just, someone even told me, I've applied to 100 jobs, I've not gotten a response. How did you apply to 100 jobs? What kind of application did you send to 100 jobs? So what I recommend is apply for just 3 jobs a day if you are busy. You can apply to up to 5 if you are not busy. And this is the reason why, because you can apply for these jobs effectively. So, because you have time, you sit down, you just make research about the company and all of that. So when you get the job, you can do the rest of the process. It's just straightforward. So no matter how busy you are, you can actually do this. So I want to open the floor for more questions. So it's not like I'm talking, I'm asking questions, I'm answering them myself. So if you have any questions I've not answered, just ask in the comment section. Just ask your questions in the comment section. So I'll be taking some more questions now. So let me know if you have any questions. If you have any questions, this is the best time to ask your questions, because I'll be answering them right now. If you made payments, don't worry. When we are done, I'll attend to all the payments. Just send your payment confirmation to the phone number via WhatsApp. If you send somewhere else, you might not get a response. Use the phone number in the comment section to send a message on WhatsApp with your payment confirmation. So once we are done here, I'll just start confirming everybody's payment. So don't worry. If you have questions, now is the time to ask questions. Um, what are the ways to move to Canada? What have we been saying since? That's not a question. What have we been saying since? Did you? Oh, you came in late. The replay link will be available. I'm going to the replay link will be posted for you to use. Um, can I chat you up later so I will know what to pick before payment? You have to just make your payments because, like I said, it's just 11 slots. So by the time you are chatting me up later, the price would have increased. So why are you waiting till you chat me up later? As you can see, I'm still here. So before we leave here, while you're waiting to chat me up later, the slots are closing. So when you come and I tell you that the price have increased, you start begging. So just make your payments now is the best thing. You can still send me a message later. We can still talk. So make your payments, send payment confirmation. You can ask me questions by then, and I will still answer you. Usually after you get a job, and how long does it take for visa? Please, can you ask your question again? You can repeat your question. I'm not jumping. Um, I'm doing on behalf of my wife to relocate with me and children, and as dependents. Please, when you're typing your questions, make sure your question is clear. So I'm not trying to understand your question first before answering. So make sure your question is clear and straightforward. Can I pay now and start the process later? Yes, sure. You once you pay, is lifetime access. So whenever, even though you're ready next year, you come back, you still be able to use it. You still be able to ask me questions. It's lifetime access. So if you make payments now, you can still use it later. Um, can this program still come next time? Sorry, which program? I don't get what you mean. I have questions. Please ask your questions. I studied music education. Do I have any opportunity of getting a job there? Well, music education, what are you going to be applying for? That's the question. So you are in your field, do you think there are positions in your field that you can apply for even as a foreigner and all of that? So that's something that you have to do a research on. If I'm applying for job from UK, do I need IELTS? You don't need IELTS for job. You don't need IELTS for job. If you want to apply for permanent residency in Canada, you need IELTS. Getting a job is one of the requirements to apply for permanent residency. So that's the logic. So getting a job, writing your IELTS, then you apply for either your permanent residency, maybe apply for a work visa. So that's the whole idea. Can all of the options lead to permanent residency, and how many years does it take? All of the options don't lead to permanent residency. There are some that you can apply for permanent residency directly, and you even see it in the process of applying, like the RNIP, the AIP, and the rest. There are straight pathways to permanent residency. Another question is, please, I have already processing for it for one agent, but she promised 6 months time. I started with her on last year December, but I called her last year and she told me, this is what I said. If you're asking your questions, please let your questions be clear. This person just sent me half question and I don't know how to answer that. I want you to help me secure job and visa. I will pay you. I don't have time for. Okay, for currently, I don't handle the application process. So what I just, and the thing is, you can actually apply yourself. You just like complicating things for yourself. That's why I said I'm going to be available to be guiding you through the process. So if you don't have time, you have to create time for something this important. That's just how it is. Can I pay now without the intention of applying now? I have answered this question already. You can pay right now and apply at any time that you are ready. If you came late, you have to wait for the replay. You cannot ask us to, but don't worry, I'm going to still give you a breakdown of what the payment is for. But if you came late, you just have to, the replay will be provided for you. Please, what's the WhatsApp number we should send the payment confirmation to? So I'm going to post the WhatsApp number again. Don't send it somewhere else. If you send it somewhere else, you don't get a response. Don't complain. Use the phone number in the comment section now. Just that place. That's where you send your payment confirmation to, so I can attend to everybody. Can you help me? I have 10K with me right now. No, the program is currently 50,000 naira, but 11 people have the chance to get it at 35,000 naira. So you can't be talking about 10K right now. Like I said earlier, if you don't have up to that, you are actually not ready to apply right now. So it's just that's just how it is. There's no other thing to do. Please resend your account number. Okay, the account number we posted in the comment section. Do you help one register for IELTS and coach for exam? So I don't do IELTS tutorials. There are people that they specialize on IELTS tutorials. There are also free tutorials on YouTube. If you don't want to pay for that, I can also recommend to you some free YouTube tutorials that you can use to prepare for IELTS. And that's for people that pay for the program. That's for people that pay for the program. So if you pay for the program and you want to go for IELTS, I can recommend some, free materials, free resources for you to use to prepare for the exam. Would I get LMIA jobs as an IT person? What exactly do you do? But yeah, you can. It's possible. Um. Uh. How long does it take to get visa approved? So I already mentioned this, like from 2 to 3 months. It can take from 2 to 3 months or thereabouts to get your visa approved. Bank app not responding now. Can I pay? You can, if your bank app is not responding, use Paystack. Don't wait till tomorrow, but so that when you come tomorrow and tell you the price has increased, it will look as if I did not say it before. Don't If your bank app is having issues, use the Paystack link in the comment section. That's another payment option. How long can the job route take? It usually takes from 6 to 12 months. That's the average. It can take shorter, it can take longer, but the average is 6 to 12 months. Can I go and bring my family later? Yeah, sure. That's possible. That's why I say you can go alone or you can go with your family, anyone. Um, I'll take 2 more questions so that we can round off. I have already processing with one agent. Should I continue with this? If you already have an ongoing application, you cannot do another application again now. Is 850K covers family of 4? Some people are not following this webinar. I said the program is worth 850K, but you are not paying 850K. I said you can get 11 people have the chance to get everything I mentioned in this program for 35,000 naira only. So if you want to be a part of it, you can pay 35,000 naira and you get everything I promised in this webinar. That's it, not 850K. So I'm taking one more question before before we proceed to round off. So aside this 35K, can I get a rough estimate of? So I already said that this program has 6 different immigration program. There's the RNIP, AIP, caregiver, LMI work visa, temporary foreign worker program, and the federal skilled worker program. So all of them have different cost breakdowns, and they are already in the program. All you have to do is pay for the program and start learning more about the process, how much it will cost you, and everything like that. That's the purpose of the program. What will be the duration of this training? So it's a pre-recorded training, which means the course is ready, the program is ready. When you pay, you get access to it, start going through it at your own convenient time, start applying as the kind of time that you have on your hands. You can be applying gradually. So it depends on you and your schedule. So the program is just available for you. You can use it. You can come to me for questions. Just take your time or decide to speed up the process or anything like that. So the payment methods are in the comment section. The payment link is in the comment section. You can pay with Paystack. You can pay with bank transfer. If your app is not working, pay with pay with Paystack. Sorry. What if over 11 people pay? Will my payment still be relevant? That's what I've been saying here. Instead of you asking about 11 people, why don't you make your own payments and send payment confirmation? It just works. It just helps everyone. How much do I pay to join the program? 35,000 naira. That's what you pay to join the program. Please, at the confirmation of my payment, do I get the guide immediately? Yes, you get the program immediately. Your payment has been confirmed. You get the program. You haven't answered any of my questions. You haven't asked any questions, actually. If you have asked, you can re-ask your questions again in case I missed it. But I know you said you have some questions, but I did not see your question. Can I make payment later after today? Yes, but the price will have increased by then. So if you want to pay 35K, it's now that is the best time to pay 35K. After that, the price increases. I'm 34. Can I still apply for permanent residency visa? There's nothing like permanent residency visa. Permanent residency. Yes, you can apply. I'm taking one more question. It's like people are repeating questions. Please don't repeat questions. If I have answered your question before, if I've answered a particular question before, there's no need to re-ask the question again. It's the same answer. Does qualification matter for program? It depends on which immigration program you apply for. There are some that are for skilled workers only. There are some that anyone can apply, whether skilled or unskilled. So it depends on what you apply for. So if you are applying for programs that are only for skilled workers and you are an unskilled worker, you're already reducing your chance by yourself. So if a program is for skilled worker, you just avoid it if you are not a skilled worker. So that's how it works. But there are some for skilled workers, there are some for unskilled workers. So just focus on what you are qualified for. So that's all the questions I can take. We have to round up. That's all the questions I can take for this webinar. So let's quickly summarize all you are getting today for those asking. So in this Ultimate Nigeria to Canada relocation system, there are 6 immigration programs that I'm going to be teaching you about. The first one is Work in Canada program, which is on the LMIA work visa route, and that one is worth 325,000 naira. The second one is Federal Skilled Worker program, worth 150,000 naira. The third one is Temporary Foreign Worker program, worth 100,000 naira. The fourth one is Rural Northern Immigration Pilot program, worth 100,000. The fifth one is Atlantic Immigration program, worth 100,000. And lastly, the Caregiver program, worth 100,000 naira. And then I'm giving you 10 bonuses. The first bonus is getting jobs that will sponsor your entire trip, worth 100,000. Second bonus is 5 side hustles that can fetch you 200 to 500k per month, worth 50,000. The next one is access to settlement plans available for newcomers in Canada, worth 100,000. Do's and don'ts when applying for a visa, worth 50,000. Important things to take with you to Canada, worth 20,000. How to create an outstanding LinkedIn profile, worth 20,000 naira. Best provinces to settle in Canada, worth 40,000. Sample cover letter and CV templates, worth 30,000 naira. Free lifetime updates to this program, which is priceless. And then the most important bonus, access to my personal contact line. And this is only available for the first 11 people to get access. This my personal contact line. It will not be for everyone. And it's worth 600,000 naira only. So when you sum everything up together, it sums up to 1,855,000 naira. But I said if you pay 35,000 naira today, you get access to everything I mentioned now. So, and it's valid from now till next tomorrow night for the first 11 people only. After that, it moves to 50k. So how to pay is with Paystack and via bank transfer. The payment link is in the comment section. My bank details is also in the comment section as well. After payment, if you make a transfer, send your payment confirmation to the WhatsApp number in the comment section. The WhatsApp number in the comment section, that's where you send your payment confirmation to. So right now you have 2 options. Is either you get the guide now for 35k or 50k, or procrastinate till the price goes up to 100 or 200k. And trust me, that 165k you are saving today will go a long way in your relocation process. So I suggest you get in now that it's 35k and save your money to do other things, like maybe to pay for your passport, get your police reports and all that. So if you go and decide to wait till it's 200k, it benefits me more because you are paying me more money, which I rightfully deserve. But the thing is that the same attention you will get, the same information you will get if you pay 35k today is the same you will get when you pay 200k. So nothing changes. The difference is that you can pay for it today as it's very cheap. So the choice is yours. We have come to the end of today's webinar. I look forward to helping you achieve your dreams of relocating to Canada. I sincerely appreciate you for listening to me today, and I hope you got some value from this webinar. And I noticed I did not answer all the questions. I was not able to cover all of them. So if you have any questions, you have concerns, send a message to me on WhatsApp with the WhatsApp number in the comment section. I will attend to you. I will answer your questions. So that's all for today. Good night, everyone.